Here are 203 ideas for Geometry Dash Update 2.3. No filler, let's go.
Good.
Starting off with a new drill game mode, which will teleport you to the opposite side of wherever you click. This is actually my first guess for what the game mode could be, with the rest for the other tiers of ideas. If you added a new feature to a game, you'd probably want people to see it. Not RobTop though. RobTop prefers a gravity trigger you can't see while playing instead of visible, low, normal, and high gravity portals. RobTop prefers an arrow trigger you can't see while playing instead of visible, arrow, and orb pads. RobTop prefers toggle orbs you can see while playing. Phew. But they also serve other purposes instead of simply having a visible death orb. Let's make a deal. If I don't complete the speedrun in 30 seconds, I have to jump over 30 triple spikes. Dodge should be clickable. There should be a scroll bar like everywhere. You should see thumbnails for your level. You should see suggestions, history, and thumbnails while searching. Wait, how do I delete my search history? Shoot, I'm behind pace. A like to dislike ratio, cause likes tell you nothing about a level, along with the option to sort levels by that like to dislike ratio, and a way to see what the community rated a level, because RobTop cannot be trusted. Well, I guess I didn't complete the speedrun, so dude, please, bro. Yes! Fun fact, I've been playing this game for over 100 million milliseconds. And I don't recall a single second where the more games button did anything. Besides, if he's allergic to promoting his own game, Meltdown World and Sub-Zero might as well be purchasable in-game. To those of you who know me as the Emperor of Edging with creations such as Edging Tycoon, I'm afraid RobTop has overthrown me by edging us with these special effects for legendary and mythic levels. Seriously, not finishing a feature is one thing, but not finishing it after somebody finished it for you is another. It would be legendary, mythic even, if he also added special UI for these as well. They say, practice makes perfect, but I would argue that start positions make perfect, especially since you can't even switch, save, or share checkpoints with other players in practice mode. Well, at least we can speed hack, since RobTop promised that with Update 2.2. Never mind, classic RobTop. Also, checkpoints, you say. How about special checkpoints, which would let you exit the level safely in platformer mode? If we got these back then, they would have decided if 2.2 would have been a minor update or a major one. It's just too bad I won't know if I'm 1 minute away from the finish line or 1 hour away from the finish line. Seriously, a platformer progress bar would save lives, considering mom, one more platformer before bed are often many people's last words. Oh shoot, thanks to the progress bar turning gold when you're on a new best run, I know I'm getting far now. Wait, I'm getting far, what do I do? We should also have customizable progress bars, since the time spent making this could have been time spent making this. And in that time I talked about time, you could have coded new XXL, XXXL, and XXXL lengths. Just saying. Every normal face should say fire in the hole when you click on them, because, us YouTubers need a copyright mode. Why?
I like money.
Which should warn you before a level.
I like money.
Let you pitch a song.
I like money.
And even add unlistenable reverb. I don't know if I like money anymore. Vaults need to show used codes and missing codes, because unless you code a code to track codes, you won't know what codes are left. Speaking of which, this vault minigame has been in the game for years and is literally unplayable. Literally, you can't even play it. It's likely we'll get this with 2.3, but why stop at only one RobTop game, as aside from the Vault having memory masterminds, the Vault of Secrets could have Boomlings, the Chamber of Time could have Boomlings matchup, and the Wraith is too far gone, just give him bounce ball thingy. I'll even consider moving RobTop's behavior clip up if a secret is required is removed, since no Timmy, you're not a mysterious Sigma male, you're a Geometry Dash icon. Anyway, look at this cool chest animation. Sorry, what was I talking about? It probably wasn't anything important. And that reminds me, Scratch slid some secret chests for the next few ideas. Our first idea is chest progress, helping show how much is left of each chest. Our second idea is an infinite chest, doubling in rewards but also cost with every use, helping top players spend their excess keys. And our last idea is weekly chests, helping I don't know, it would just be cool, I guess. However, while new chests, new vaults, and even new game modes are good ideas, there's a reason they're not
Great.
Gather around, I'm about to tell you something spooky. A ghost game mode. When you'd hold, you'd be able to go through objects the creator marked as ghost objects. But that's not even the scariest part, as rumor has it a ghost roams these parts. It could be you, it could be me. Heck, it could even be your best platformer time with the option to race yourself or leaderboard players. Come on, that was a good scary story. Buying an icon and getting instant regret for free is an F tier experience. Renting icons goes into A tier. Oh yeah, did I mention I'm doing a tier list? Quick icon descriptions goes into C tier. Seeing icons and ships goes into C tier. Notifications for recently unlocked icons, of course it's the default icons, just for that it's going into F tier. Also, can somebody tell RobTop that it's not April Fools? Update 2.21 and coming soon in the same screenshot. Showing red locks for icons you can't unlock, coloring locks for how much progress you have, and bags for buyable ones goes into S tier. For sanity. We should also be able to filter these by the lock type. A tier. Let's also add a silly tier for rainbow colors, fading colors, and even invisible colors. Speaking of which, while rolling out the color menu, someone convinced RobTop to not roll out a custom line feature. If I find which one of you it was, let's just say you'll be rolled out of existence. Silly tier. However, I saved the best icon kit idea for the only idea outside the icon kit. Icon blocks, customizable blocks that would allow you to recreate any icon combination with a simple interface. S+ tier. We may have 60 fonts, but without Comic Sans, Papyrus, Impact, Jokerman, and Curls MT, we might as well have 0. A lawsuit that ruins RobTop's entire life is a small price for some quality of life. Tap the screen to jump. What am I doing wrong? Welcome to the Geometry Dash menus. For appetizers, we've got a how to play menu where you can kiss categories, pages, or even updated guides goodbye. For the side, we've got an options menu that has organized categories, but you can't search or switch between them. And for the main course, we have an achievements menu cooked up with the flames of hell. Seriously, we need achievement categories, achievement roads, and even achievement challenges. The latter of which could be beating a level in practice from 0, dying with all 3 coins collected, or beating a level with 1 hand. Bon appetit. Wait, who put that last one in? Tired of waiting around for a daily that's a day late? Well, wait no more, as now you can vote for dailies. The moment the rooster crows, you'll be able to cast your vote. Yes. Even for that. And by the next crow, the most voted level will be picked as the day lead. Wait, don't tell me you guys actually picked that. But wait, there's more. Streaks and leaderboards let you rack up wins, climb ranks, and show off your skills. We're not responsible for lost streaks. Side effects include exhaustion, chronic fatigue, and irrational anger towards clocks. Consult your local doctor before any streak commitment. Speaking of dailies, I was about to suggest replying to, emoting in, adding in, and pinning comments paired with the ability to take likes back. But no, people who use daily chat deserve none of that. Besides, knowing the chit chat that goes down in daily chat, there should be AI summaries to protect us from horrors beyond human comprehension, alerting you on gameplay quality, bugs to be aware of, and even coin guides. It's wild to believe that this used to be the quest system, and it's wilder that it still is, which is why we should add new quests. Daily quests could be all sunshine and rainbows with beating a platformer or completing a list, while weekly quests could be all gloom and doom with beating a 9-star or a mirror portal level. Also, if you suffer from skill issue, not anything I would know about, you can skip one quest you receive. That brings me to removing diamonds. Oh shoot, we have a battle on our hands. Opponent uses, you can't just remove an entire currency. Cobb retaliates with, games constantly remove redundant currencies. A critical hit. The opponent springs into action with, but they serve a purpose. Cobb counterattacks with, demon keys are more important. Let them be rewarded through quests, lists, and daily levels. A critical hit. The opponent fainted. Oh sweet, there's a reward for beating the battle. I've won, but at what cost? However, I have some bad news and some good news. The bad news is that the rest of these ideas aren't great. The good news is that they're instead
Epic.
SpongeBob, try not to add a double jump mechanic to your platformer. Come on, SpongeBob. Since so many levels use double jumps, we should make a portal for it, working for the cube, the robot, and let me throw you a curveball, the ball. Speaking of portals, here are 2 dual ideas for the dual portal. The first of these would be a broken dual portal, letting you stay alive even if one of your players gets unalived. The second would be custom dual portals, letting you pick out game modes for each player. Also, hold on. Wouldn't you know, it's the holidays, so here's what I want for Christmas. A trigger that could spawn objects, a trigger that could add glow, a trigger that could undo triggers, a trigger that would redo triggers, and a trigger... You serious? I ran out of ink for a game mode trigger. If you've ever wanted to recreate that one game, which, I mean, no, not me. Dialogue boxes would make that possible, letting you customize the color, text, position, and even character. Anyways, I've got a level to upload. I'll meet you at my next idea. Sometimes, when your level meets the servers, you're met with criticism such as kids play this game, or I douse my eyes in bleach, or even I went to church after playing this, which like, okay, how is I supposed to know that I shouldn't have recreated the entirety of the coffin of Andy and Lele in Geometry Dash? You see, well, as much as you can see after the bleach, that could have been avoided if we could release open betas. These would help gather feedback with player deaths, fine-tune our levels with player notes, and learn from criticism with an update changelog. By the impossible chance that RobTop doesn't follow through with the promise, keyword impossible, here are some reminders. Texture packs. Seriously, if you're against these, you're against the greater good. Even if these cost your entire bank account to purchase, they'll be worth it. Cause they're free. Nongs, or Not on Newground songs. These should alert you when there's a song you can download, which would be a game changer for levels like Slaughterhouse. Well, from what I've heard at least. Level replays. The obvious recording your screen aside, these should record your editor replays, death replays, and even bot replays to experience Abyss of Darkness like Nairo did. We should also be able to upload recordings here, which while convenient for you, would be extremely inconvenient for replay channels. Wait, why am I phrasing that like it's a bad thing? I know everyone hates the swing copter, but I didn't know that includes RobTop. Why isn't he in platformer? Seriously, free my man, he did nothing wrong. Lock up the current wave though, he deserves his key thrown away. The overthinker in me says we should add a special down arrow controlled with WASD, but the thinker in me says this would work too. Speaking of which, unless you have a single moon to your name, you'd know that some creators who had wall jumping should be banned from creating. Straight up, the fact that we don't have proper wall jumping with customizable grace time, slide speeds, and stickiness is unsurprising. This is RobTop we're talking about. Santa isn't real, the Tooth Fairy isn't real, and new speed portals are never coming to the game. Our eyes won't keep up. We already have enough. It'll be hard to read. These aren't invalid arguments, but remember, fast equals cool. Pop quiz, what does the S block do? Stop your dash? Oh shoot, that's actually correct. Too bad using this logic on the rest of this quiz would land you a D. For making your wave slidable. Letters only have one job to get done, and they don't get it done, so let's instead add icons to show what they do. We should also have slime blocks, because, well, slime blocks. Something tells me a spiderweb orb would be hell on earth to code, but my spidey senses tell me this would be heaven on earth to play. Also, shh. Don't tell anyone who clicked off before this, but those earlier orbs for incomplete mechanics are nothing compared to these new orbs for complete mechanics. Just keep it between us. Nobody knows how to be telepathic, but whoever made We Need a Third Dash Orb clearly knows if he was able to telepathically steal my idea. He's not wrong though, we do need a third dash orb, do need dash keyframes, and do need a visible trail for these keyframes. You know, I'm gonna steal a page from their book with We Need a Fourth Dash Orb by stealing the bouncy dash orb. Shoot, people are already canceling me. Better move on to our next idea quick. A cancel orb, see what I did there, which would cancel your momentum. As for everybody who wants a super, mega, ultra, extra strong orb, let's add custom orbs and pads which would visually change depending on the strength. Look, I don't even need to tell you to keep watching, the ideas are that
Insane.
Another game mode that should be added is a Giga Portal. Close enough. Welcome back, Queso, which aside from altering your size would also alter how the wave works. Seriously, if none of these game mode ideas are kept, RobTop can keep 2.3. For how much the demon list has done for the game, the least RobTop could do is add it in game. Well, actually, the least he could do would probably be what he's doing right now. Every section should come with a new demon difficulty, such as the Supreme Demon for the top 500, Ultimate for 250, Legendary for 100, Mythical for 75, Infinite for 25, and drumroll please. Drumroll please, a Grandpa Demon for the top 1. These should also be paired with the new demon point system, with some pocket change for an easy demon to generational wealth for a Grandpa Demon. Get it? Generational, Grandpa, you know, forget it. Look at these new difficulties for 4 stars, 7 stars, and even 9 stars. Since levels die faster than one of RobTop's promises, we should have a For You page to play them from different eras. If you like memory, it'll feed you more. If you like boss fights, it'll feed you more. If you like 9 circles, you're on your own. We should even have a special friends also like section so I can see who to unfriend when I see Scarlet Surge on my homepage. Despite RobTop Games being a one-person company, it would become 0 if workshops were added. Don't be shy, come on in, let me show you around. Over here, people could submit original backgrounds, grounds, and even block art. Over here, people could submit custom objects. And yeah, on second thought, shut this place down. Straight up, 2.3 could be the final update in our lifetime. Actually, that might be 2.2 at this rate. Do you ever have the tribal urge to fight other tribes in Geometry Dash? Just me? Okay. The objective would be simple, collect more stars, moons, coins, or demon points than your enemy tribe in a week. Well, looks like Booty Country 6000 didn't follow through with the objective like you did. Good thing that the tribe member that contributes the most will get a sweet contribution for themselves. Let's play fill in the blank. The purple trophy is for the top 500. The blue trophy is for the top 200. The green trophy is for the top 1,000. Actually, no, I lied. I mixed those up and you'd never know. See what I mean? We should instead have a clear trophy road that rewards special chests, and even if it's not Valentine's Day, we should still show some love to the other stats with the moon, coin, demon, and even critter point road. Versus mode has been delayed, but it's in the works. Tell me you didn't write one line of code for a feature without telling me you didn't write one line of code for a feature. Look, if he's not gonna make versus mode, I will. I was about to suggest picking a list of levels ourselves before I realized lists already do that and do it better since you can strategize which levels to play instead of having to beat them all. And yes, I'm only saying this so I can make a specified lobby with a public or private room code just to play McDonald's order. How did you know? With list in hand, it's time to play versus mode. You're telling me you won't see other people live? This has taken 8 years to make. Seriously, if we can't see players live on the gameplay, on the leaderboard, and on the progress bar, showing Scratch in a chopper would be a better use for this button. Now that you're finished with your McDonald's order, it's time for you to claim your reward. A crown. How am I supposed to eat this? Well, if you're able to ignore your rumbling stomach, you'll be able to feast on the new crown chests. We should also have a collab mode to build with your friends. I'm starting to understand why this isn't a feature. While building, we should be able to see builders, set boundaries, and even chat, because I need to ask what the hell is going on. But hey, since that flew in one of RobTop's ears and out the other, we should at least be able to share levels as files. However, for the moments you've all been waiting for, these next 3 ideas are
Godlike.
Our first godlike idea is live auto builds, because reference only, ignore corners, use nearby as reference. Are we speaking English or hieroglyphics? It's not new player friendly, or even experienced player friendly for the matter, and besides, the new live auto builds could go feature for feature with the original and leave it with 0. Our second godlike idea is an interact trigger. Let's say you need to cross this wall. Now you can simply hold and it would open by itself. I'm serious, if this was the only feature in 2.3, it would still be an insane update, letting you create this, or even this. Did I mention this? Our third godlike idea is click between frames. Or, I guess my idea. To make a long story short, keywords short, it makes your game more precise. The only reason there's a civil war that would make the actual civil war look civil is because it's not official. So why not just make it official? And hey, you should click between frames here for some more content like the video on screen. Thanks for watching. Mwah!